I read everyone.
Yourself, tell us your name and your current mailing address.
Joshua Quinnings, 154 Coach Road, Ball, Louisiana, 74005.
Sir. All right, Mr. Quinning, you're here today seeking a pardon with restoration of firearms. You have, you were sentenced in Rapides Parish. Let's see, you have December 2002, theft greater than $500. You received a 3-year DOC sentence that was suspended. You were placed on active probation. August 2003, possession of Schedule 3. You received a 3-year probation sentence. And then February 2006, second-degree battery, a 5-year DOC sentence, 3.5 years were suspended and plus 3 years of probation. Does all that sound right to you?
Yes.
Okay. Would you, sir, tell us why you're seeking relief through the pardon process? How'd you get in all that trouble and why should we vote for you?
Okay, so I guess I'll start with how I got into all the trouble and everything. Young age, in my opinion, just hanging out with the wrong people, which I'm big on accountability and I don't want to make excuses or anything like that. So I made some bad decisions around the wrong people and got into some situations that I put myself in and I got into trouble. And I didn't learn from them until the last situation. I think it was probably about a 3-year little run right there. I just wasn't doing right for myself and everything. So the last situation right there, I got in trouble, and that's when I actually did get a slap on my hand with probation. I had to go to jail. I did 18 months and no problems or anything like that. And that right there, I don't want that. I never want that again. I did have a couple little deals after that through the times to where I made a bad decision. But besides those right there, I started having children after that. Right now I have 4 children. So Bella is 18. She's starting LSUA here this semester coming up. She's going to be a teacher. We're proud of that. Madeline, she's 15. I'm sorry, 14, about to be 15. She's going to the 9th grade in high school. She's really nervous right now. The first day is Monday. So Brian is 9 years old. That's my son. And he is going to 5th grade. He's one of the main reasons why I do this. I get to that in a second. Plus, I have Palmer Kate. She's 3 years old. She's going on 13 also. So the reason why I'm actually requesting for this is a number of reasons, but most of all, it's how it limits me as a father to raise my son. And they say keep him in the woods and keep him out of jail. I want to teach him to hunt and all these things, and it's. As of right now, it's limited to me, and I've been making excuses on why. I haven't been really honest with my children why I'm not able to do like everybody else is able to do out there. I'm embarrassed of it in my past. I don't want to. They haven't asked me. I'm not going to lie to them, but I haven't just been open about what's happened in the past because I just don't feel like it's okay for them to say, "Well, you did it." It's pretty much just kind of just protecting them. We did. Me and my wife, we bought some property on Saline Lake, which is it's an opportunity to get a pretty good exclusive hunt club. And I bought it from ex-Senator Governor Pearson, I don't know if you know him, but he's one of my neighbors over there. That's another reason, like a lot of the people that we surround ourselves with now are at a higher level or have good reputations and all that. And the conversations hadn't come up, or the situations hadn't come up, hey, why aren't you doing this? And because I'm convicted felon, it's pretty embarrassing. I just want to get to where I can not have anything hold me back from just raising my son at this critical age right here. Seeing some things where I'm trying to instill into him, don't go down this path that I did, so I don't want him to understand I went down that path and turned out fine when you said it was excuse, So I don't know if I'm rambling on about it, but that's
Let me interrupt for just a minute. You do realize this is on YouTube, right?
I understand, and I'm hoping they don't watch this.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just make sure before you said anything else.
I understand.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and if they do, I'll have to hold myself accountable and explain to it. But
Yes, I understand. I just
that's
want you to
one
know.
of my reasons as a father that's limits me to, I guess, raising them the way I'd like to raise them, being out hunting, having that experience.
All right,
It
well,
has also affected my job. Here recently, I wasn't allowed into Fort Polk Fort Polk base because of it, and I had to visit people there, and I was asked to apply for the business license where I was at and during the application process, I seen the question was asked for you convicted felon, so I didn't proceed with it because I didn't want the embarrassment of the executive level to have to admit that to people that don't know.
Okay. Well, I didn't acknowledge that we do have someone on Zoom with us today and from the DA's office in Rapides Parish, Mr. Derek Johnson, and he's available for any questions my colleagues may have. Mr. Fleming, your case was assigned to Mrs. Stapleton. Would you answer her question?
Mr. Fleming, you're appearing before us, and of course, it's gonna uncover your past,
Right.
because that's what we have to do.
Yes, ma'am.
So your adult record is extensive. And, you know, like you were saying that things embarrass you and stuff like that, but you had, have listed here, well, it says felon and violent offender. So that's crimes of violence. You had an armed robbery in 98, felon with a firearm in 98. Does those sound familiar?
Not a problem. No.
Did you get, oh, I'm just, like, might not, because I printed it out. So please, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so let's go to, did you go to Red River Treatment Center?
I did.
You did.
Yes.
And what year was that? Let me get that right.
A year?
Yeah.
I'm not 100%.
I think it was like 2002.
I would say my age was probably about 19. I would say,
19.
yeah, 42. So
So at that time, you realized you had a problem and you started then to do something about it.
I didn't fully execute and finish it.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. But then it was in 2004 that we get to the stabbing incident.
Yes, ma'am. I believe I was stuck one of the
Yeah. So, and then that's when it was you and 5 people total, right? And this,
I was 4 or 5 months.
yeah, and this guy was your friend, am I correct?
He was a mutual friend. Yeah. An acquaintance, but yeah, he was.
So what led y'all to the idea that y'all would start punching on him?
So it was, what it was a group of people, including myself, and we were all hanging out with, we were looking for thing. And we had heard that his group of friends that did the same to one of our buddies and one of the things. He beat him up. Not 1 ounce of meat or anything knew that it was going to end up the way it was, with any kind of stabbing or anything like that. It's thought this young boys getting into a fight. Whenever we found out later that it was a stabbing involved by one of the people that was with us, that was kind of outside of our group of friends, that was the extreme. Yeah, I don't know. There was no kind of way of acknowledging anything of that. We thought it was just a group of guys getting into a fight, which is not acceptable, understand. Not a million years if I knew that somebody's life would have been risked by it or anything, I'd have been any part of it.
So then later you found out that the stabbing took place. He was stabbed multiple times. And the thing that you took part in is when people were holding them and you hit him in the face 4 times. Is that
I
right?
believe so. I know I did throw some punches or whatever it was. I was it.
So then you turned yourself into the police department. And how much time did you serve for that?
I believe time, actual jail time was 1.5 years. But I don't remember how long it was, but I think I was sentenced to 5 years, I guess 3.5 was on probation.
Then after that, did you have a burglary and a theft and a both?
That was when I was 17.
Okay. And then DWI?
Yes, ma'am, I did have a DWI.
Okay.
That particular right there, like I said, I don't like excuses or anything, and I held myself accountable. We did have a designated driver that night. That was later. I forget what age it was, maybe 30, somewhere around there.
Oh, so even after the second thing.
Yeah.
Even after the aggravated battery, which I mean, I know it got laid down and stuff. I don't have any further questions.
Any other questions? I do need to make you aware, we do have opposition that's been expressed in the record from law enforcement. It says due to the violent nature of the second degree battery. And the DA's office is opposed to the restoration of firearms. And you are friends with Brandon Connell,
Yes, ma'am.
who's the victim of the stab.
We're more acquaintances, but I've apologized to him on my side, he's forgave me.
All right, any other questions? All right, I don't see any other questions. We're prepared to vote. Mrs. Stapleton?
Yeah, today I listened to what you had to say about the hunting and everything. And, I'm gonna go ahead, Joshua, and give you, parole with, pardon with firearms.
Mr. Prater?
DWI in 2019 bothers me a lot. And the fact that the violent crime back when it was, and I want to see some time between 2019 and now. I vote for no.
Mr. Vernon?
The DWI in 2019 also gets me, we're gonna have to wait a little longer. I think you're doing excellent, but that DWI is very scary. So my vote is to deny.
Mr. Tillis?
I agree. My vote also is to deny because of DWI
Okay.
and law enforcement opposition.
All right, Mr. Fleming, this morning we didn't get the votes you needed to have a favorable outcome, but I think you'll be able to reapply once a little more time has passed. Might have, try to have a different outcome. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, let's talk about that. Joshua Quinnings came before the Louisiana Board seeking a pardon with restoration of firearm rights, and his pitch centered heavily on fatherhood. He spoke about wanting to take his young son hunting and pass, on lessons from his own mistakes, admitting that his criminal history is something he's embarrassed to explain to his children. His record stretches back to the late 90s armed robbery, possession charges, burglary, and most notably a 2006 second-degree battery case where he and others attacked an acquaintance, during which another participant stabbed the victim multiple times. Quinnings insisted he didn't know there would be a weapon involved and described his own role as limited to throwing punches, but he took responsibility for being part of the group. He served about 18 months in custody for that incident. Since then, he's built a family life, works in business, and moves in more professional circles, but the felony record has blocked him from certain opportunities, most recently access to a military base for work and the ability to join an exclusive hunting lease. Board questioning dug into his past offenses, the violent nature of the battery, and a more recent concern, a 2019 DUI, that, combined with opposition from law enforcement due to the violent history, proved to be the deciding factor. While one member voted to grant the pardon with firearm rights, the rest denied it, citing the DWI as too recent and wanting to see more time pass without incidents before considering relief. Quinnings took the outcome respectfully, with the board suggesting he could reapply later and potentially see a different result. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read everyone.